Greetings. We're here along Big Indian Creek in the Steens Mountain Wilderness. And it's a beautiful, beautiful mid-September day. We're just stopping along the creek here. Enjoy this break in the clouds and enjoy the beautiful sunny vistas here. If you've never been here, it's way out in the middle of nowhere in southeastern Oregon. This huge, huge area sitting on top of a massive slab of land that was thrust up along a fault. Now it's 9,000 feet high. And there's all these canyons and rivers that drain off of it. Like here, looking up towards just about the top. It is a magnificent and a sort of mind-blowing place. We stopped off here about 6.5 miles or so from the trailhead down at the Lower Steens campground. You follow Big Indian Trail all up the creek, up this magnificent canyon. It's several thousand feet deep. It looks like a lot of mostly basalt, columnar basalt, that sort of thing. You can drive all the way up there and look down it, and the road takes you along the rim here and down to the campground. So there's a lot of places where you can sort of get a good view, but down at the very bottom there's a viewpoint. So it's very breezy coming up the canyon. There's a viewpoint up there where you can look up the canyon, and it's stunning. You look down it going, my gosh, it's just massive. Carved out of all this rock. This used to be underground under the desert floor, and now you may think, oh wow, that's an amazing canyon. You know, there's a lot of cool canyons in Oregon. Well, this one doesn't empty out onto the desert. This empties out onto the Steens Mountain, which then is still rising up thousands of feet up off of the Alvord desert floor. So this whole huge canyon empties out onto still a mountain. And it's just kind of mind-blowing to go, this whole thing isn't even the bottom. Like, we're not emptying out into the bottom. This empties out onto the mountain and then continues down the mountain. It's just kind of mind-blowing to think of the canyon this big on a mountain. Not part of the mountain, it's on the mountain. And of course the wind just rips up here. But you know, the desert is known for being windy. But you could backpack from the top up there all the way down. It's a long, long way down into the canyon, but you go through these beautiful, beautiful groves of aspens and cottonwoods. Some of them are huge, these big old ones. Lots and lots of juniper. There's sage and willows and lots of different plant life. Thanks to the sort of oasis here in the desert of the Steens here. There's all these hanging valleys with aspens. Oh, just lovely, lovely stuff. And of course you get that breeze going and the aspens start twinkling and doing their quaking kind of thing. Oh, those are cottonwoods. No, those are aspens. They're all mixed in. It's very diverse. There's paintbrush and goldenrod, all sorts of things. Lots of grasses. If you wanted to get up here, it's a good long hike, but there's water pretty much all the way, or you could hike down to the water along the way. So if you didn't carry too much water, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But be prepared. A lot of the sections of trail are torn up from horses coming through. So watch your step, and there's lots and lots of horse poop in the trail, so definitely watch your step. Especially if you're in sandals like us. You don't want to be running around with horse poop squishing between your toes, and we'd certainly appreciate it if the horse people would do a little better job of policing them behind their animals. But in the meantime, there's nobody up here. This gorgeous mid-September weather is it's just making this whole experience so much better. The breeze doesn't really matter that much, but my gosh, stunning, stunning place. And it's definitely a place that we thank you very much for joining us at. To enjoy these magnificent canyon vistas Lovely mid-September weather. And as you saw earlier, as always, ants.